We have had a plethora of updates to Monster Hunter Wilds come in recently, including Title Update 2, the introduction of Lagiacrus and Seregios, and just now another very substantial update that's being dubbed Title Update 2.5, the version 1.021 update, which saw upwards adjustments aka buffs for 11 of the weapons. Not only that, but we got 9-star monsters added, the newest highest difficulty, and the RNG endgame talisman grind as well, giving us something entirely new to work on, and a system which will help further refine and change up our builds. There was something else that was snuck into the version 1.21 update. A drastic change to one of the armor sets that's been in the game for the whole time that has the potential to completely shift the meta, or at the very least something to be considered alongside it. The armor set I'm referring to is the Guardian Ebony Odogaron set, as there is one line in the skills section of the patch notes that reads, "The effects of the set bonus skill burst boost have been increased." A fairly simple, innocuous one-line statement. You wouldn't necessarily attribute much impact to it, as there doesn't appear to be anything that's being boasted about, any extravagance or grandness to it. But oh boy, did they pull the wool over our eyes with this stealth drop, as this one line in the patch notes is hiding so much juicy information. If you take a look at the Guardian Ebony Odogaron armor set, you will be able to see that there is a 2 and 4 piece armor set bonus, Ebony Odogaron's power, granting you burst boost 1 with 2 pieces and burst boost 2 with 4. These used to give you +3 and +10 attack respectively upon activating burst. They now at 2 pieces give you +8 attack, and at 4 pieces gives you +18. So when the patch notes say that the effect of the set bonus skill burst boosts have been increased, dear lord, is that an understatement? +18 attack when you activate burst on top of the boosts you're already getting is huge. Bearing in mind that for all 11 of the melee weapons, level 5 burst already gives you +18 attack. You will get +36 attack after 5 consecutive hits upon fully activating burst, which is super easy to do and essentially has 100% uptime. And even with ranged weapons with 5 burst it's +10 attack, and then with burst boost 2 another 18 on top. Still very powerful. Here's an example of a build that you can make with 4 pieces of Guardian Ebony Odogaron armor, giving you burst boost 2, with the Zoshia chest piece and this combination of decorations, giving us something very powerful. You'll notice I'm using Lagiacrus weapons alongside it, because don't forget that burst also increases your elemental attack on top of your raw attack. In this example here, I've got Burst 5, Agitator 4, Counter Strike 3, which you can replace with Maximum Might 3 instead if you like, Divine Blessing 3, Earplugs 2, and 1 Shock Absorber. The Divine Blessing and Earplugs are taking advantage of skills that are already on the armor set. I tend to prefer to take Recovery up 3, as I can get a form of Divine Blessing from food buffs anyhow, but this is a really solid setup that you can try. If you're going in with a neutral affinity weapon without maximum might, you are virtually playing off base damage without any critical strikes, other than when level 4 Agitator is active and you're getting the +10 affinity, which you can just treat as bonus damage 1 in 10 times. +36 attack from burst with some elemental attack added on as well, +16 attack with Agitator 4 and 10% affinity, and +25 attack with Counter Strike every time you get knocked over, or if you're using a weapon that has one of the hyper armor attacks which activates it, including all of the offset attacks in the game. Not even taking into account Dual Blades Demon Boost, or Sword and Shield Offensive Guard for +15% attack. And I mean, I can imagine this being absolutely awesome with the Lance, the Gun Lance, the Insect Glaive. It just so happens that S&S is my main, and I do dabble with dual blades a little bit as well. Let's take a look at what you might expect Sword and Shield to look like with this build, with some of the combo loops up against some monsters. And now let's take the dual blades for a spin as well, showing off some of the combos that you might expect up against some monsters. As you can see, it's pretty sick. It deals an absolute ton of damage. There is some room for tweaks. You can take some higher affinity weapons. You can take maximum might. You don't even have to use the 4-piece Odo set. You can do it with 2 pieces and mix it up. But then that would be admitting that you're a little bitch baby. And if you're used to playing with the defense that you get from Rarity 8 armor, as I am, just be prepared to feel a lot glassier than you're used to. Because even with maximum upgrades, your defense is coming in pretty low. Are you going to be dusting off your Guardian Ebony Odogaron armor set? Does this change any of your builds, any of your go-to sets? Let me know. I would love to hear from you. That's going to be all for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, you can subscribe for more builds and guides for Monster Hunter Wilds and other games too. But either way, until next time, I'll see you in the Forbidden Lands.